Okay, as you can see, the Plutonian custom action figure is now effectively finished. The insignia on his chest is painted, and the light is being annoying. Let me tilt the figure a little bit so you can see. I thought that I was going to have to wait until I got more ink for the printer, but luckily I didn't have to. I was able to use a paint pen, some masking tape, and the cobalt blue paint. And as such, the Plutonian now has his iconic insignia, and he is about 98% done. There are still a few small touch-ups that I have left to do, but yeah, he has the logo, he has the belt, he has the... I don't really know what else to say about this figure other than that it's taken me less than a week to complete, but that's because I've focused on it so well, and he just looks pretty friggin' awesome. I mean, yes, there are still some rough bits to work out. I need to finish painting the logo, and I know the logo doesn't look 100% accurate. I know that the figure as a whole doesn't look 100% accurate, but I wasn't going for 100% accuracy. As long as somebody can look at that and say, hey, that's the Plutonian from Irredeemable, that's what I was aiming for. And I think this really does convey that effectively. And for those of you who are expecting the Android 18 review segment of my latest video, I apologize for that. I was going to do a step-by-step thing showing people how to do this themselves, but that's obviously not going to work out because this is already finished, and I'm not going to wash everything off and then start back at square one because it's taken me a long time to get this far with this figure. And again, I know it doesn't look 100% accurate, but I like what I've done with it. I managed to get the joints, or the back of the joints, painted by using the super glue trick. These parts right here, the backs of the knees, are an absolute nightmare to get painted because every time you pose the figure, the paint will rub off. But if you take a little dab of super glue, dab it right on the back of the joint, let it dry, after you paint the joint, of course, then it won't rub off. And I did this with the fronts as well, because that's what drives me nuts, or what drove me nuts in the early stages of this custom. Having to go back and repaint the knee joints or whatever, and then it would rub off again. And even using the spray paint can, the blast of air that would be coming out would ruin the paint on the legs, and I'd have to go back, and eventually I just said, you know what, to hell with it, and I just sprayed the paint into a tray, dipped the brush in that, and then came back and painted. So yeah, I like the results so far. The last bit that I've painted has been the blue diamond, and again, I know the logo isn't 100% accurate. I know that this figure as a whole is probably the back part is the least accurate because I have seen no pictures of the back of the Plutonian's outfit. But, you know, I said, it's my custom, I'll do it the way I want to do it, not the way some random id tells me how to do it. So I think I did pretty well. All it needs is some smoothing out of the bottom part of the insignia, and then one last coat of varnish, and then it will be done. And that will be the final steps to make the Plutonian into the Plutonian. And as always, thank you for watching. Leave comments, constructive criticism, compliments, talk about my editing techniques and how they're weird. And before anyone decides that they want to make an offer for this, I am not, repeat, not selling. I respect opinions. I ignore those that are stupid. But I didn't make this figure to sell it. I made this figure because I wanted to have a figure of the Plutonian, and no one had made one before. So, you know, I figured, what the hey. I got a Randy Orton figure. I got paints. I got time on my hands. I'll make the Plutonian. And I did. So that's really all I have left to say about this project. It's been interesting, it's been slightly frustrating, but overall it's been fun. Thank you for following along. Thank you for watching.